Welcome to the channel. My name is Chris. Today we're going to be going back into the blues. So I want to look at the minor pentatonic scale and show you how you can use that with the chords from the 12-bar blues that we looked at in the last lesson. Now it's going to be a pretty simple riff and we're just going to keep time with it. So something like this. So in that example, I tried to keep it as simple as possible as far as working through the rhythm, bouncing off the chords. So the whole concept here is starting with the bass note and striking the rest of the chords. So we're using these E-shape bar chord here and A-shape bar chord here for the other dominant 7 chord. We have A7, D7, and E7. In the last video, I talked about the form of the 12-bar blues, so I won't do that today. I really just want to focus on using the pentatonic scale to create sort of riff or bass idea or just general accompaniment when you're playing by yourself or just trying to come up with something to back somebody else that's not just chords. So the essential thing to know here is over every chord, what you can do is play the root, the fifth, the flat 7, back to the root, like that. Five, flat 7, root, 7, flat. Same thing here for the 4 chord. Off the D, 7, I have the 5th, flat 7. Same thing here. You'll notice sometimes I do a little bend to go back into the root for the A chord. It just sounds pretty good when we're doing that. Now, something I did before on the E chord, I went up here. I'm still thinking about A minor, almost like that. I just think that it pairs really nicely with the 5 chord when you go up to that position. It kind of helps and it'll give you different turnaround ideas that you can use as well. So it just might help you get out of playing only in this one box for A minor and shifting over a little bit. So why don't we play through this together? I'll do a 2-bar count. In the second measure, we're going to substitute a 4 chord. So the first 4, instead of being the 1 chord, it'll be 1, 4, 1, 1. So I'll do a 2-bar count and we'll play through it together. I'm going to do the bass note, the chord, and then we'll play around with the 5, flat 7, and back. So I'll count it off 2 bars and then we'll play together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this concept is really building off a previous video where I talked about playing through the chords like this. So let me show you what it sounds like with a shuffle feel if we're using bar chords in the same pattern we had before. So I recommend playing around between the straight feel and the shuffle feel, as well as just playing freely in time. If you're playing by yourself and you want to experiment with how you can sort of manipulate tonalities over the chords, well, start with an A7, like static, meaning just playing A7. And then you can add, go into the 4. Not playing in time anymore. 5, 4, and then playing around like that, that gives you the freedom to explore, not so structured, but still staying within at least the 3 chords, the 1, 4, and 5. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you can see more like this. If you're having trouble learning any of the material in these lessons, you can always book a free private lesson with me, an initial evaluation and consultation to develop a plan that'll work for you. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.